All sports facilities are closed. Game over? I don't think so. It's no problem at all. Or maybe a small problem, but we're gonna solve it. I'm Eric Snell, the author of the Fit Businessman book. And I'm telling you, now is the time to shift your focus to a different motivation. If you're planning to compete this summer, like I was, well, that's not gonna happen. And we're gonna see a lot of elite athletes that do sports as a profession. They're gonna quit. Just quit cold turkey. That's it. And what about us, amateur athletes? Should we quit? I don't think so. We just got to find another reason to train. So we have this issue now that when the sports facilities are closed, you might have been going there because of a competitive reason, because you compete in something, or you want to run the marathon, and that's canceled, and you want to support your running practice with some gym training, and now you feel like why bother training anymore? Or you might go to a sports facility to meet other people, so it's a social thing. And now you don't even meet your friends anymore. Not through sports and not through other means. Yeah, you can Zoom and you can Skype and you can do all this and that virtually. But it's not really the same thing, is it? So now we gotta look at different reasons why we train. So if your reason was a social reason or a competitive reason, you gotta come up with something else. And what could that else be? Well, I think we have to shift into that, superficial reason of how you look. You need to look in the mirror a lot now. Now is the time to look in the mirror, because if you avoid other people's views on you, if you avoid the camera, you avoid the mirror, and you just hide yourself and think you can eat all you want and just watch Netflix all day, you're going to be very disappointed in about 3 months. And we don't even know if the facilities will open in 3 months. So it might be difficult to come back. So I actually recommend that you would do something very superficial and just train because how it makes you look. It's probably not a very healthy way of thinking about training, but I think it's a good tool at this moment. Now, something I like to use now is also the weather, because when the weather is nice, I like to be outdoors. I spend a lot of time in front of the computer and I'm sitting indoors, and a lot of times it's nice weather outside and I just can't go out. And now, if I have a chance to go out when the weather is nice, I'm not going to lay there in the grass. I might as well train. So I really try to focus on going out when the weather is good, just to enjoy the weather, and then do some sports at the same time. And then when the rainy day comes, well, then I have an issue, yes, because I'm not really one that likes to lift where I eat. So me training in the living room, there's a quite high threshold for that, but I will resort to that when needed. Now, the other thing that I think a lot of people should look into at this moment is going for long bike rides. I see people going for long walks, etc., but walking is not necessarily the most effective way to stay healthy, but it is a good way, of course. But I would say biking, that could be really, really interesting to look into now if that's something you haven't done before. I do a bit, very little so, but I'm considering shifting into that as well, because I love resistance training, and I love the explosive mode training. I can do a lot of that outdoors, which is very good, but it might be something that if you have issues with your knees, or if you feel like there's these explosive plyometric movements are not comfortable for you to do, then maybe an alternative would be to go for long bike rides. And because a lot of us also do sort of more cardio sports, let's say swimming, and there's no telling we can swim again. Maybe we have to sneak into a cold lake somewhere, and that's the only way you can swim then. So it is a tough time for a lot of people that use sport not only as a support, but almost like an identity and a way of living, and really as a lifestyle. So that brings me to the last point, which is that using discipline and sport as being a discipline might be the thing that can really help you, especially now if you lost your job and you can't create your own company, you can't create your own business, and you can't feed your family, and maybe you're going to lose your spouse, you're going to lose your house, you're going to lose basically everything. And if you don't have anything at all, then at least I wish you could have your health. And doing something in the morning, small circuit of push-ups, whatever, might help you just to keep your sanity. And I think a lot of times for myself as well, I use sport as an outlet. There's only one way to stay calm at work, and that's to be aggressive in the gym. At least that's what I found. And I think using your body is very important. We're all animals, and we're born to use our body, not just sit next to a screen and watch a screen. So I think when times get tough, it's good to have an outlet, and that outlet can be sports. And I think there's a good reason why you have weights in a gym, in a prison. There's if you're in a prison, it's really important that prisoners have a way to let out their frustration as well physically. So I hope you get through this phase. I hope it's just a short phase, and I really hope that all the governments start opening the outdoor sports facilities at least. I think people are smart enough to keep a healthy distance, and it's kind of funny because now I'm going to outdoor sports facilities. They're closed, so I need to train outside of the facility, and I'm just full of mosquito bites because I have to do pull-ups in a pull-up bar that's somewhere in the woods because the regular ones that are open for the public otherwise are closed. So this is not really I don't think this is the idea. This is not how we should deal with this crisis at the moment. But we gotta make the best out of it, and I hope you can shift your focus and your motivation to just keep going, And I will be posting videos, and I hope I can help you just shift gears. And when you feel like you don't want to train, just watch video, and then you're like, okay, what the hell, let's do it. Let's book a photo shoot for 3 months in advance, and just train and see where it goes. So good luck with your daily routines. I'm Eric Snell, the author of the Fifth Businessman book. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you at work.